Lesson 8.5 is on scatter plot, and the essential question is how can you use scatter plots to find trends? This is going to be a very short lesson, and your assignment is going to be on Khan Academy, some of the practice questions. So hopefully this is going to allow you to take some time off from having too much homework. First, the definition of a scatter plot is a graph that shows the relationship between two sets of data. So you're going to have x and then the y-axis. It's not going to have all four parts, all four quadrants like other graphs that you have, but you're going to have the x and y-axis and only the positive numbers, because usually when you have the relationship, you're going to have some tangible information. Another part that you will notice is that because we're graphing, you're going to have the answer as ordered pairs. So you're going to have the x and then the y values. And whenever you have a value that is going to be independent, you're going to put it as x. So for example, number of years, number of household members, those are going to be the independent values. And then the dependent values are going to be numbers that's going to change depending on what you have for x. So for example, annual income based on your education or year of education, that's going to be y. So if the value changes depending on the independent variable, we can call that the y values. So let's take a look at the sample. I have this chart from page 428, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plot this on the chart or the graph on the left side here and see how we can find out the trend using the scatter plot. So basically what you're going to do is first decide what is going to be your x value, what is going to be your y value. My x value should be the locations, because depending on the locations, your temperature is going to change. So I'm going to put the x values all here, and I can put I can probably start from 20 because I don't have anything below that. So I can do start 20 and then go up all the way to maybe 60 for the location. And then for the y values, I'm going to go ahead and graph it, and I probably want to use numbers starting near 40 and then go all the way up to around 80. So I'm going to go ahead and plot it, and like I said, the first number is going to be your x value, the second number is going to be your y value, and then you're going to graph it on the plot. You can pause it and graph it and then check your answer with me afterwards. Because I have a lot of numbers that are not going to be exactly on the number graph, you can estimate your numbers. For example, 34, it's not going to be quite 40, it's going to be a little before 35 markers and so forth. So I actually use different colors for a different city just so they can see it, but it's okay if you use the same color pen or pencil. I am just doing this so that you know I have covered all these different parts. And also you can see that I made an estimation. It's not going to be an exact measure of how things are going to be. So what is going to be our conclusion looking at the scatter plot? We're going to see that the location, which is going to be from degrees north latitude, as the latitude increases, your temperature is actually decreasing. So the lower the latitude, the higher the temperature. The higher the latitude, the lower the temperature is going to be. Really, the essential part of this lesson is to identify the scatter plot using different types of trends. You have 3 different trends that you're going to see, and they're going to be very straightforward in terms of how they look like. You have first positive correlation, second negative correlation, and third no correlation. So as you can see, positive correlation is going to be going upward from left to right. So as one set of values increases, the other set of the value would tend to increase as well. It's not going to be a straight line, but the overall values are going to be increasing as you move forward. Whereas the negative correlations, you're going to have the x value or one set of the values increasing and the other value tend to decrease. So as you move from left to right, you're going to see a downtrend. And for no correlation, the plots are going to be scattered all over the place, so you won't be able to find or identify any specific patterns for that. And really, this is it for this lesson. All you have to do is to see the data set. You may have to graph a few and then identify if it's either positive, negative, or you don't have any correlation. Like I said, your assignment is going to be from Khan Academy, and look for the assignment that has the title for scatter plot, and you'll work on them.